Good afternoon, Standard 8 students. Now, today, a reminder for you that you have got your class test at 7:30 p.m. Please write your name, class, section, and those who are using one particular phone, you can send it. Okay. So, now I was explaining that Dr. Bennett is the shoemaker, how he has lost his memory, and the cause of losing his memory is due to isolation. For 18 years, he has been out of touch with people, he hasn't been speaking to anyone, and he began to lose his memory. The only two things he can very well remember is his ID number in the prison, that is 105 North Tower, and he has forgotten his own name. Okay, he is Dr. Bennett. And the other second thing which he recalls or he remembers well is himself making shoes. Okay. Now, the life which he was leading those days in the prison, it was an enclosure where he was deprived of sunlight. So, for 18 years, he has been accustomed to working in the dark. Now, after 18 years, when he was released, free from prison, his old servant, Musia Defarge, who has now become a banker or a rich person, he was very good, kind, and considerate and grateful to Dr. Bennett. So he had taken him to his house, and he also kept him in a room where it was quite similar to the prison. Okay. And he gave Dr. Bennett the same kind of light which he would receive in the prison. So, and Dr. Bennett, the shoemaker, always felt that he was not in Musia Defarge's house, but he was in the prison because he has lost his memory. Certain things he remembers, he comes in for a trance and then he forgets. So that was the nature of the shoemaker or Dr. Bennett. Now maybe Musia Defarge was trying his level best to get Dr. Bennett's memory back. So perhaps he may have contacted Mr. Lowry, who was taking care of Dr. Bennett's daughter Lucy. And they have come to know that Dr. Bennett is still alive and now he is living in Musia Defarge's house. So Mr. Lowry, a good friend to Dr. Bennett, and his daughter Lucy Bennett had come to see him in Musia Defarge's house. So at that time he was busy stitching shoes. So now when he spoke, when Musia Defarge said, "Oh, you're stitching shoes, I can see you're very busy." So the reply was such that as if a very low tone voice, as if somebody speaking from a very far distance. Actually, it was the weakness of the tone of the shoemaker or Dr. Bennett. Now, for 18 years, he has not been communicating or mixing with people. So, that was one of the reasons why his voice was very soft, very weak. And maybe for 18 years, he has not been communicating with people. So maybe whenever Monsieur Defarge speaks to him, he always feels that as if Monsieur Defarge is a cop, is a policeman who would treat him in a similar manner in prison. So he would react in that way. So when Mr. Lorry had come to see him, so Mr. Lorry understood after meeting a person after 18 years, they do not know how he would react. So they kept the girl Lucy out, and then Mr. Lorry and Monsieur Defarge had gone. So Monsieur Defarge said, "Don't you recognize this man? Look at him carefully. See who he is." Other than testing Dr. Minut's memory, now regarding the shoe. So here is a gentleman who knows more about shoes, and he could distinguish or explain something about the shoe and the maker of the shoe, so that Dr. Minut would be too pleased to meet somebody having the same liking. But when he explained it is a lady's shoe, and he said, "What is the maker's name?" I mean, what was his name? Then he was unable to recall his own name. So then again he said, "Did you ask me something?" Because what happens, he would soon forget what was taking place at that moment. So he felt as if they asked him his name. And then he says 105 not down. Okay. Then he explained how he came into making shoes. But then they tried to help Dr. Minut, and they called him by his name. "Dr. Minut, do you remember this man? Do you recognize this man? An old friend of yours, an old acquaintance. Do you remember anything of your past? Your old friends, your old servants, your bankers, and this, that." They were trying to put something into his head so that he could recall or remember. But being isolated for 18 years, he was like a mad fellow. Something he would remember, something he would not remember. If something is coming into a memory, it would come forward and then go away. Then again he would shut off. So he was not able to recollect or recall. So unfortunately the girl, Lucy Minut, now she had come to see her father, meeting him after 18 years. So she could not have patience, because they said they wanted to see how Dr. Minut would react if anybody meets him after 18 years. So they were scared that he may, be very violent in nature. So 18 years of solitary confinement can make anybody go mad, crazy. Okay. So they wanted to see whether he remembers anything or not. So they tried to first introduce Mr. Lorry, talk about him being an expert in recognizing shoes, so that the more the shoemaker would see him, would recollect that, this kind of a person I have seen before. But unfortunately, for a short time, and then he would go off in a trance. I mean, he has forgotten what he was thinking. Now when the girl comes in, she sits at the side of him, and then the shoemaker gets a bit nervous because they put in some extra light into his room, for which he was not used to. Like Monsieur Defarge kept him in a room similar to the prison. Because 18 years, maybe gradually he would expose him to a little more light, like they opened the door half, which not fully brightened that room. because Dr. Minette was used to working in darkness. So, and every time they would talk to him, then he would go off in a trance, but he would concentrate in stitching the pair of shoes or the pair of shoes he was working on. So, now when his daughter goes close to him, he gets a bit of a thrill, a shock, something very weird or funny, or God knows what feeling he had, that this person is very close to me. So maybe looking at the dress, touching her hands and all that, it may have clicked him. He may have struck him that this person resembles something very close to my wife and my children. So he began to recollect that this girl must be having something to do. So now with the help of the girl, they can now cure him. But at once he says, I'm sure you are not the jailer's daughter. Now that was something very painful for the daughter to bear. And then he asked, who are you? I know you are not the jailer's daughter, but who are you? Now it is understood that after 18 years, it is very difficult to recognize anyone. Okay, especially when you are seen from a little boy or a girl, and then the person meets you after 15 years, 20 years, your full personality changes. So it is not possible for somebody to recognize you. Okay, those who are being with you for the past 14, 15 years, they know how you are growing and who you are. So it doesn't necessary that you have to lose your memory. It is just that you are not familiar with the growth of the person during these years. So the girl was very upset and sad, but she did not give up. She knows that one day my father will definitely recognize me, because she has seen the change, because he did not harm her. When he picked up the knife, the other two gentlemen felt that he may strike the girl, but she calmed them down and says, no, he will not rebel. And then he did not, attack her, he dropped the knife. When he found that this person is very close to him. So that is the feeling of a father and a daughter. Okay. So now you must know that Dr. Minette, the shoemaker, has lost his memory. He only recalls his present number and him making shoes. The other part of his life, he has lost touch. He has lost memory. He cannot recognize anybody or recall anything in the past of his life. Okay, thank you, and prepare for your test today from the shoemaker. God bless you.